Players that average 17 points per game in the paint since that stat was began back in 1997-98. Shaq has done it 7 times. Giannis Antetokounmpo is the only other player in NBA history to be on this list. He's giving you 17.6 points per game in the painted area. So
well, Chamberlain wasn't on this list?
Well, they only started keeping the stat in 1997-98.
Kareem wasn't on this list?
Oh, my goodness. Just for the record,
okay.
No Bill Russell, no Wilt, no Kareem. They didn't make the list because the stat wasn't. They didn't.
They didn't keep the stats. But I'm gonna let y'all know they're on the list.
Pretty sure they are definitely on the list. Of course, all 3 of us are on the list. Game time continues. We want to take it out to the court because Giannis has been balling out of control. He's been playing excellent in the Bud Ball system. So, Kenny, 3D, we're gonna set up how Giannis runs the floor and sets it up in the half court and distributes to his shooters.
Okay. Can I give you some information on other stuff as well?
Absolutely.
Okay, so go. You started off, D. Scott, and I'll end it.
No, because what I want to do is, Ro, you said you can shoot, right?
I can shoot.
So we're going to let Ro be the big man this time because in Bud's system, he allows the 5-man to shoot the 3.
Okay.
So you go spot up in the corner.
All right. So you're Lopez.
I'm Brook Lopez.
Okay. You're going to be Giannis.
Okay.
Yes. There you go. You're going to be Giannis.
I'm going to be Giannis.
And I'm going to be Middleton. Because what happens is Bud has gone to Giannis and said, Giannis, I know the rest of the NBA is shooting 3s, and you shoot yours when you can line up the seams, take your time. But when in doubt, I want you on that block, dominating, and finding shooter around the block, and then you can do whatever you want to do because I know you're going to rebound, and I know you're going to share. So go ahead, Giannis, do
the first thing, if I'm Giannis, the first thing I'm looking for is this. I'm trying to get the guy on my heels because if I get him on the heels, I'm going to draw the defense. So I'm coming in here, and I'm trying to use my length. Because now this guy's got to come, he's got to come, somebody's got to come. So when he does, I pitch out. But if I wait before he shoots, now
there you go.
I get back into the block because now I got my deep position. So we're not taking the first available shot.
Right.
We're taking the second available shot. So I get it, and now I start working, and if they come, I'm giving it to the real shooter first.
Boom.
No, I'm giving it to the real shooter first.
My bad.
I'll get it to the real shooter first.
I was trying to help him.
I'll get it to the real shooter first.
Trying to help him out a little bit.
All right, so that's the first thing. But then I'm in here for offensive rebound position. Again, getting him on his heels. A lot of times, so even though D. Scott's here, I'm here, I get all the way over here, the defense has to shift. He could spin right back in here, and look how deep he is. You got to come. So I'm giving it to the secondary shooter.
Give us one, Lopez.
I'm giving it to the secondary shooter.
Hey, somebody close that window over there.
Hey, listen. Now I know how LeBron feels yesterday. Now I know how LeBron feels. Going downhill, I ain't got no shooters right now.
So that's how Giannis
getting it done.
One thing I have to ask about the Bucks because we haven't seen them advance to the second round since Giannis has been there. One thing I do worry about in the postseason, who's going to be their second offensive option if Giannis gets shut down?
They got lots.
Okay.
They got Brogdon. They got Bledsoe. They got Middleton. They got guys who can create shot off the dribble. And they all, at some point, D. Scott, they have an advantage. Maybe even like Boston last year. Bledsoe really was supposed to have the advantage on Rozier. But he didn't. Rozier played out of his mind, played great. But that day, the next series, Brogdon will have the advantage. Middleton's going to have. So every series, one guy is going to have the advantage with Giannis. Giannis always has the advantage. So now you put that secondary guy, it could be multiple guys on different nights.
Now, when you see Pau Gasol added to this team,
I like it.
Do you see Bud saying, Pau, I know you're a winner. I know you have championships. Is it more locker room and sprinkle him in because the rotation now?
I want him here.
Think about
I want him here, though.
Now, but how much is he on the floor? Because more he's on the floor.
I want him here.
Maybe Mirotic is off the floor because he's a better outside shooter.
But I want him here. I want him here setting picks for Bledsoe, catching it on the transition, drop it into Giannis because you got to respect his shot. And then what Pau does, he could do this. And change direction and use his ball handling ability for a 5'4". He's one of the few guys that can handle the basketball at that size. So give me Pau up there with the experience of championship and series. And then when we're down 3-2, he could come in the locker room and says, when we were down 3-2 with the Lakers, this is how we did it. And that is valuable.